welcome to the Fozcast. We've got a belting show for you. We put a post out on Instagram earlier today asking you for your questions. So we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A. As always, the quiz later. We need you guys to get involved as well. Get in the comments down below. Ask all of your questions. We will do our very level best to answer every single one of them, won't we, Tom?
Yeah, we will. You said, what's the level of the questions like? I said, we've got some good ones on the board. You were like, why is there not more? I said, well, because there were questions like, what is Solomon Rondon like? Can you reverse a car with a trailer?
Solomon Rondon is a stellar stand-up man, and I love playing with him.
Can you reverse a car with a trailer?
People that actually have trailers on the back of the cars find it difficult, so I've never done it before, so I might find it tough at first.
And there's a couple of rude ones, so we'll probably leave them.
Oh, yeah, okay, we will. Right, the main talking point we're going to start the show with, lads, is it time for Bukayo Saka and Marcus Rashford to dust off the boots? They need to be fit now, don't they? They need to be raring and good to go and ready for Saturday. And should we see them in the starting lineup?
Let me ask you a question on that first. What's the difference between them coming on at 50 minutes and 55 minutes and seeing out a game and playing the first half and playing their hearts out and getting us job done in the first half?
Right, so a game, a match for a footballer is the hard part, right? So training in all week, you train and you're good at it, you know what you're doing and it's autopilot, everybody's happy. The game, your adrenaline is so much higher, yeah? Your adrenaline, you're pumping, you're good to go, it means something. You're flying a bit faster, you're jumping a bit quicker, you're sprinting harder, everything, right? You're doing all those bits. And that is where injuries can occur more often than not, right, Watto?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think if you're those two players and they come on at 50 minutes, we're all sat on the couch or in the pubs, you're in the fan zones, and you're all thinking, surely, it's 40 minutes, we can get at it. But it's different. If the coach would have said, look, you're definitely getting 45 minutes, you could have prepared yourself all first half time, you get that extra bit of work on the grass, you're ready to go. Mentally, you're ready. I just don't think we were as prepared to come out with them kind of situations and solutions. I think Spain were a little bit different in terms of their setup for Yamal. He were going to do his 25, 30 minutes. I think he knew it. And he were always going to play 45 minutes if they were doing well. What I would like us to see is tell them, look, lads, we're starting with you. Because your preparation when you know you're starting is different. And you know what? You can tell them, look, lads, if we can get this job done 45 minutes, it's done and dusted. You're off 45 minutes. We're going into the knockout stage. You're fresh. You're ready to go. And I just think coming on as a sub, when you've not really been told you're coming on as a sub, it's tough. Whereas if you can be ahead of the curve and know these things, it's easier.
But from a fitness point of view, right, surely if they are fit enough to come on for the last 30 or 40 minutes, they are fit enough to start a game.
No, they're not. That's the massive misconception. It really is. Players, if you start them, they have to go all through that first 45 minutes, 50 minutes or whatever it is. Then you have the 15, 20 minutes of sat down. You've got to be careful with that because they can cool down. And then asking them to get going again. With someone like Saka and Rashford, right, they are like Ferraris. They really are Ferraris. You've got to be so careful with them. I would not like to start them at the beginning of the game in the state that they're in at the minute. Because I've got a sneaky impression, a sneaky feeling that there's something a little bit more than what we've been told about these two guys. Because we've had, nearly 2 weeks now since the tournament started? Everybody should be good to go. If you're taking somebody to a World Cup and they come on at the end of the first game, they might come on they should be good to go. They really should. So there must be something. They must be getting little signals after games, yeah? After the first game, after the second game, where they go, just still feels a little bit tight.
That 26-man squad, isn't it? It suddenly feels a lot smaller because you've got Rashford and Saka, who there's maybe question marks over. You've got Reece James, who his workload or his load is being managed. Yeah. You've got Danburn, Henderson, Chalobah.
Well, John Stones didn't start the last game as well because I think maybe they're a little bit worried
possibly
of not flogging him so much.
And then you've got those three lads where we were discussing off camera. At what point, in what situation would you see them playing? Yeah. And Watto said, well, I wouldn't. Yeah. So all of a sudden, that 26-man squad is a lot smaller.
Do you know what? I think against Panama for us is probably an easier game than Ghana. Because Ghana were always going to do what they were going to do because that's what they have to do. And fair play to them. They played so well at doing what they do. I can't fault them one little bit. And do you know what? Coming away from the game, we're actually quite lucky because Jordan Pickford definitely should have had a yellow card. And they definitely should have had a penalty as well, Ghana should. So we've come away actually going, you know what, it's not the end of the world getting a 0-0. It's going to be really tough. Panama, though, they're not half bad, you know. Genuinely, they're not half bad. We've spoken to a lot of American friends, haven't we, who are big USA football fans, and they lost to them how many times in the qualifier?
They have in recent years.
In recent years, Panama are a decent team, and Panama aren't going to be the same as Ghana, where they're not just going to sit back. They are going to give it a little go because they know they can score goals as well. So I think that will help us a little bit. I think we find it easier to play against teams that aren't just sitting back. So yeah, I think we'll play maybe a different team. I don't think we're going to play a different formation. I'd love to see us play with 2 10s. I'd love to see us with 2 real attacking lads that can really ask a question of the opposition, but I just don't think we'll do that.
And what do you think about the Rashford and Saka situation?
Look, I think
Rashford.
I think we need to give them a run out. I mean, I think when you're coming into them knockout stages, we need to know that we've got a fully fit squad of 26 guys who are ready to put the shirt on. You alluded to it earlier. I don't see that a Dan Burn or a Jordan Henderson are ever going to get the shirt on for a match day situation. Obviously, we know why we've brought Tony. If it gets to the knockout stage and there's a penalty, I mean, he must have some pair of balls on him to not really touch a ball all tournament and come on to take a big moment if we get to that point.
That's asking a lot.
That's asking a lot.
That's asking an awful lot.
So that's 3 guys out the squad already. We've obviously got 2 of the goalies. So that's 5 out of your 26. Not going to do anything.
The more it goes on, the more I think questions are being asked around the squad selection.
I'm really a little bit perturbed by the fact that Livramento went back, and James, who is a phenomenal footballer, but he's got a track record and not being fully fit, not sustaining levels for a period of games. And for England to win this tournament, now Livramento's gone home, and we've only got him really as an out-and-out right back. It's an 8-game block, and it's going to be too much for him to get deep into the tournament. He's already apparently nursing hamstrings. We're watching his load, we're watching this, we're watching that. And what I've seen of Panama, it'll be a back 5. Before in front, yes, there's 1 at top. So I think we could play 2 10s because I think 1 6 and 2 centre-halves back is enough to deal with anything like that. But what I would say is, I think we need to play with wingers who can be expansive and beat somebody. But if we go on the safer side, because Rashford and Saka are not fully fit, and you play the more predictable wingers, then your fullbacks have got to make inside runs, outside runs, so they need to be dynamic. And I'm not sure Reece James can do that and then keep going and keep going and keep going. We're only 2 games into the tournament, and we're worried about his fitness.
The Chalobah one, I know we spoke about it in the very first show, didn't we? And you said, listen, Tuchel knows him, he trusts him, he's a good lad. And I guess with Maguire not being called up, I guess because he's been singing like a canary, but surely the answer wasn't another centre-back, it was another full-back.
I think,
when you've got people like Lewis Hall at home.
I think like Konsa can play there as well, can't he? So
but
I think,
do we want people that can play there? Or do we want a Lewis Hall that is going to be...
I have to say, mate, I've seen him play for Villa at full-back, and he does a good job.
Yeah,
so
very good job.
Against the ball. But we're talking about a low block, a 5-man defence, and you need a little bit of intricacy with the ball. And I'm not being disrespectful to him. We talked during the show last time about whether centre-half's good enough at stepping out and playing. Well, if you play him at full-back, when you've got against the low block, we need a little bit of quality out
we
there.
need an overlapper.
We need
you're saying Ezri Konsa ain't going to be overlapping on
not too much.
On Saka's side and going, go on, mate, put me in?
No. When I saw him for Villa playing as full-back, because they'd gone Mings inside, it changed the balance of their team for that game for sure. And I'm not saying as an emergency measure, but we're trying to win a World Cup. We shouldn't be relying on him to play in the right back position. I don't believe.
Do you reckon, right? Do you reckon any of these other nations, you know, your Argentinas and Brazils and Spains and do you reckon they have as many internal conversations in the football fraternity and their football media, the podcasters like us? Do you reckon they're talking about their defence and how worried they are about their defence? I'm not having it. I don't. I think all they ever think about is the front 6. Yeah, so don't worry about them back 5. They're like ham and eggers,
but maybe they're making the right decisions.
Yeah.
But like, also, it just feels like bad decisions are being made. I just always feel like our focus is on every single bit of it, whereas I get the impression, just go, do you know what? Just give us the ball over the halfway line. Yeah, don't worry about that other half there where all our defenders are. Let's just get on the ball in our half and do a bit. All right, that's what the main focus is. That maybe you're right, but we're talking about after 2 games of. Akonza filling in or a Dambert filling in, and we're going, we're 2 games in here. Yeah. Why haven't we got specialists?
We have been unfortunate that Livermento's had to go home, and I think we have put a lot of eggs in our basket on Reece James as well.
Yeah, we have been unfortunate. Livermento's gone home, but we called up a centre back with 1 cap.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And we've also got Dan Burn there, who obviously is a phenomenal lad, isn't he?
Yeah. Is he going to do your overlaps and those runs?
No, he's not, is he? He's not. And against that, well, if it just comes to a set-piece game, or all we're going to say is, right, we're going to hit a big diagonal and he's going to attack their right side, and we're just going to hope that that's a weakness for them, and Big Dan Burn's
I don't mind that. I think that's plenty of ways to skin a rabbit,
It's plan B, but I ain't so sure. I think if Tommy T had got a crystal ball, I don't think we'd have ended up in this position. I'm really flummoxed by the decisions he's made.
Do you think we're still one of the favourites?
No.
Do you not?
No. I've seen 4 or 5 or 6 nations so far that I would be very, very worried against playing. I know we're only 2 games in, and I'm not a negative Nelly or anything like that, but I have seen some good teams so far.
And would we even be having this conversation if we started the tournament with the Ghana game?
Yeah.
Look what like Spain have done, for example, and then we went on to Croatia.
Yeah,
would we be just completely different?
Yeah, we'd be buzzing. We'd have said, you know what, it was a really tough game against Ghana. They're very good at what they do, and now we've shown what we're about when we play a slightly better, more expansive team. This is what we're going to do for the rest of the tournament.
Your point about do other nations do this about podcasting? And do you think we are too quick to jump on the bag? Are we too negative?
Yes, without doubt. I'm like I say, I'm very positive and I'm an upbeat, but I'm also a bit of a realist, and I have to look with my own eyes and see the teams that I've seen. And some teams are really good. Yeah. There's some really good teams in this World Cup. It's almost like it's an event where the best football teams and the best players almost come together and show what they can do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, every 4 years. And we've got some questions, by the way. We need your questions, yeah? You are our community. We love you, right? We need you to get involved in those comments down below. Ask us some questions and we will answer them. I promise you this. We will answer your questions. We feel like we've got a lovely little community as well that actually are loyal to us and they follow us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we do appreciate you guys. Thank you.
We put something out on Instagram this morning as well, so we'll kind of go between the two. So Kassam786, what 1 player would you want to be in the England squad right now?
1 player would you want to be?
Yeah, so if we could transport a player into the England squad now,
right, if I could put somebody in.
I mean, I would just go as simple as a marauding fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but have we got any English marauding fullbackers?
Lewis Hall?
Possibly. After the show the other night against Ghana, it was very obvious we needed a pickpocketer. We needed somebody with that little bit of ability and class and skill. But again, we haven't necessarily got them because he didn't show it last season, Cole Palmer, and he didn't show it until the very end, Phil Foden. He didn't show that pickpocketing ability. We need those sort of players. If you're going to break down those tough, resilient teams, you need somebody with a bit of magic.
Well, Mr. Shaney Bear has asked, are we missing Trent for his crosses and as a general...
Well, I think you have to say 100% yes. And he's been to World Cups, he's been to major tournaments with England, and he's never let us down. He's playing for the biggest club in the world. He knows what it takes to perform at a very, very high level. And nobody can argue with the qualities he's got, but there's obviously something in his character personality that Tommy T didn't want in and around that environment for 4, 5, 6 weeks. My honest gut is when I'm listening to you guys there and I'm thinking for this game against Panama, I'm thinking, do we rest Reece James? And we play an Anthony Gordon. We play somebody at right fullback who you know is going to be steady away, and we put a good winger on and we just go for it because you're not going to get exposed there. I think any of our star wingers could play it right back in.
I totally agree. I absolutely. You'd need somebody with a bit more resilience, a bit more happier to get stuck in. Anthony Gordon would be perfect because we're not going to get exposed. Panama are not going to rip us apart and ask questions of us. So we have to just focus on going forward for this game. We have to focus on the attack for this game. And if you could play somebody like that, a right wing back, and just get them all the way around. But Trent, I'd love to have Trent as well, but we need to, if we're going to have Trent in our team, we need to play for Trent's qualities, and England don't really play that, not under Tommy Tuchel anyway.
I think it'd be better it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? In a more open game, he's going to find gaps, Trent, isn't he? But then at the same point, you're going to be facing better opposition, and those old questions will rear their head about him defensively, won't they?
Yeah, I mean, look, you'll face that. But against a team like that, if there's any doubt for Reece James, I'd rather see an attacking player at right back rather than a central half at right back, if we're going to try and break a team down like that.
Question from JQ evolution. Should Kobbie Mainoo get a chance against Panama?
I think we have to give some of these other players little goes now. We have to give them a few little bits and bobs because we're only 1 or 2 injuries away from having to rely on these sort of guys. So yeah, I wouldn't be adverse to that one little bit, to be perfect. Give Elliot Anderson a little bit of a rest. Get Kobbie in there.
I think for the lads, and you'll know more so than me, the lads who know they're not in that 11, and especially when you get to that knockout stage, if they don't feel as though they've had a chance in these 3 group games, I mean, basically, they're here for the next, hopefully, 2 or 3 weeks, and they know there's nothing coming. And it's very, very tough for that group. So, because of England's failings against Ghana, we're not able to make wholesale changes here, and that does have a big dynamic on that group.
Well, Mr. Who are we? Ben, 9P, 9QRQ, or something along those lines. Things I can never understand is why do managers pick players for international tournaments that aren't fit?
Because they will go off of what all the coaches, physios from their football club will say, or the scans, and they'll go off their track record as well, their history, where they normally get over an injury in this long time, or it's only going to be 10 days, or it's only going to be 2 weeks. But there's always a risk with that, because how many times do we see an injury? How many times have I had an injury? You have had an injury where you think it's going to be a 2-weeker, a 10-dayer, and it ends up 3-weekers, 4-weekers. And I really hope that we haven't took a few players into this World Cup.
On the flip side, there's 8 games for them to play themselves fit as well, right? No, and train every day.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. But if you turn up and you know that you're probably 10 days away from being fit, and then they're asking you to train, and they're asking you to just do half an hour. It's different when you're at your football club, because they pay your wages, they know you inside out, right? And if you turn up to training, I used to turn up to train sometimes and go, I'm not training today, I'm not training, all right? Because I know my body and I'm not risking it. I know that if I train, I'll pull something, it'll be tight, there's no point in doing it. And they go, cool. When you're with England, you don't really have that luxury. You don't. You have to train. Like, you see it on the news, don't you, when all 26 members of the England squad train today. And it's like, wow, all right, you're like,
it's a bit of a key metric, isn't it?
Do they really need to train every single day?
It never happens at club football.
No, it doesn't. No chance.
You never have it.
Mate, you'll have lads that will play on the Saturday. They won't have trained on the Thursday or the Wednesday, but they'll give you a little bit on Friday, and then they'll be good to go.
I think it's a really good question, and the one thing I would say is that it's come on the back of a very long season for every other nation in there as well, and ultimately the sports science, S&C guys, medics, this 6 or 7 week block to get this 8 games in, they know what's required. And the question ultimately is, when you take injured players, you can't get them fit. You can get them fit to be playing, but you don't train with the level of intensity and pressure and all the things in training for this 8-week tournament. You train at a good level for sure, but it's not going to bring them players to a peak fitness level. They'll be fit, as in the calf full of healed, thigh of whatever the problem. Yeah. But you never, because you don't train long enough. The conditions are not that way.
They're not going to be as sharp.
Yeah, and that's the problem you've got if you carry a few. And like England have not got the job done in the 2 games, where we could have fed them in nicely.
I guess with the instances of Saka and Rashford, they, like, because Foden and the Palmers of the world haven't gone, they're 2 match winners for us.
If they don't start against Panama, right, then there is something wrong with them injury-wise, and it's carrying on, because we're 3 games now. Like, they've either got an injury, or Thomas Tuchel's favourite wingers, are Madueke and Gordon, and it's as simple as that, right? It is. It's as simple as that. They've either Tommy Tuchel's favourites, or they've got an injury. I promise you. That's the only way it can be now, because we're 3 games in, we're 2 weeks into the tournament. Now's the time for them boys that should be up to full speed, really.
All right, we're going to have a little bit of Scotland chat in a minute, but I've got a question from Brian Brigham, 9177. Do you think if Ghana was a knockout game, Tuchel would have pushed harder for a score in the second half, knowing they were not going to concede a goal?
Yes, I think he would have probably demanded a bit more of them attacking wise, but this is. I'm so glad I'm not a manager, right? I am, because I'd hate the pressure of it. I'd hate it. I would. But I would also, though, if you asked me what sort of team I would play against Ghana, knowing how Ghana play, I would have played 2 10s. I would have played 2 real attacking players there, because I know that Ghana are only ever going to hurt us on a counter-attack. And I'd make a point of saying, right, you 2, stay up there, and I need you to do a bit. if you can get back in Howe Park, brilliant. But you've also got Elliot Anderson in there as well, or Declan Rice.
Is that a slight kind of bit of jeopardy with it being the middle game, like the second game, where he is leaving a bit? Because if we get caught on the counter and lose 1-0, then we're in a bit of trouble.
But the thing is, the counter of that, mate, you know your group, you know your squad, you know your balance, you know if you get 6 points, job done, it frees you up that last game.
It super frees you up, it does.
And do you know what? That game, to be free, means really for your star performance, it's a 7-game tournament.
Yeah.
And that might actually just get you over the line.
It's true. It's massive. I do. I'm gutted we haven't won that game because it means going into Panama, we can do whatever we want. We could play a new formation if you wanted to. We could play a whole different 11 if we really wanted to, because those starting 11 that did well against Ghana and won the game, in the back of their head, they're thinking, boom, I'm going to be playing in the first game. I'm going to be playing in that round of 32 game.
Play Jordan Pickford up front, couldn't we, for the crack?
I reckon they'd do a job, you know.
Right, should we talk about Scotland? What did you make of it last night, Scotland?
It didn't offer.
Sloppy.
One, very sloppy, but two, just they didn't believe. They were playing Brazil and they knew they were going to lose the game, right? And that was the bit. And I'm thinking, come on, like you're at the World Cup, your first one for however long, and you're going out with a bloody drib-drab, disappointing performance. They were so scared of Brazil. And we were laughing. Well, we weren't laughing, but
you were.
When they got pickpocketed the second one that got disallowed, Watto said, they've never come up against like Vinny Jr., who is that sharp and that quick. They've never come up against that speed before, and they've just pickpocketed them. They don't realise how quick Brazil are and how much intensity they play with. And it was just you were asking for trouble.
You could see with the second one that got chalked off. The kind of shock in his face, and when Vinny's just
how are you there? How are you on my back already?
You could see it.
Very, very, very fortunate. I texted Angus Gunn after the game actually, and he got back to me and thanked me for my kind words, because all you can do is give moral support. But in my message, I did talk about the quality and pace, and he just said, mind blowing, frightening. So they would have worked the patterns the day before the game, 2 days out from the game. And even though the lads who were training against them would have pressed at some degree, you cannot replicate that. And actually, I think from Scotland's point of view, playing or trying to play the perfect game against one of the favourites were very naive.
But also the Morocco game as well. Like I felt like for both games, they didn't really give it a proper go.
Yeah,
is that easier said than done when you're playing against opposition like Morocco and Brazil?
It's a tough group.
Because they've got to get hold of the ball.
Mate, it's a tough group. The way England played against Ghana, I would worry with England being in that group. I really would. It's a really tough group. But when you haven't been at a World Cup for so long, don't go out by just sort of limping out, yeah? Don't be that team that goes out limping out. Give it a go. Like, give your fans something to really cheer for.
How do you give it a go if you can't get the ball?
No, you can work out, you can press, you can have a little bit of mentality. Go, right, I don't mind if they score 2 or 3 goals, but we're going to score 1 or 2 ourselves, right? Teams can do that. Look, Haiti against Morocco last night. Mate, 1-0
gave it a bash,
1-0 up, 1-0, 2-1 up. Like, they gave it a proper go. That's Haiti, yeah? Haiti fans have gone home now, even if they're knocked out of the tournament, have gone, do you know what? Proud of my team there. Really proud of my team for giving that
and
go.
I felt for Shea Adams. I worked with him, obviously, at Southampton, and he decided to go and play straight for Scotland. He's obviously playing in Italy now, so more than capable of starting in that game and causing them a few problems, and a decent record at goal scoring. And actually, if you want to put some intensity and some pressure on a team, he's got good legs for that.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think they've missed the trick a little bit. I didn't like the post-game interviews with both Clark and McGinn and a couple of the other players. It's kind of they've accepted the fate.
Yeah.
But if you've accepted your fate, you've got to do more in the 90 minutes, because if it would have been 1 or 2, like it were 1 against Morocco, they're probably still in with a chance. They're hoping a couple of teams concede 3 or 4 now to have a chance.
The Morocco game is the one for me, the most disappointing probably of the lot. You're playing Brazil, you know, you're asking for, I think at the end they're just hoping it's not 5 or 6 by the way the game went. But when you're playing Morocco, after winning against Haiti, the first time you've won a game in God knows how long in the World Cup, go out there and really ask some questions of them.
Well, that would be my question. Their biggest match were Haiti, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it were like...
But they needed to get over that hurdle.
Yeah, it was kind of shit or bust.
And once they've done that hurdle...
But then they've not done the work, have they?
No, they have
They've
not.
thought, right, we've got 3 points.
Yeah.
We're now actually really step on. And that Morocco game, set out like Ghana set out. Take a point from that game.
Yeah.
Don't matter what happens against Brazil.
Exactly
and
that,
I think that would have key where they've missed the boat a little bit.
I think they're about, is it something you said to me earlier on, about 20%, 25%?
About
mate, it's an absolute no chance. Have you seen it? They need literally a list of results to go their way.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not happening.
It's going to be tough.
I've got a question from Coco. Countries like Spain, France and Portugal feel like they know their best teams and play them. England never feels like they quite know. Would you agree? And is that an issue?
Yeah, I do. I do agree with that. And I also do agree that I think that those nations always go into it with a much more positive mindset than what English do. I think us as a nation, we are a bit more pessimistic and more kind of like, well, they're actually really good. Instead of going, no, hang on, we're unbelievable, yeah? We're full of Premier League talent here, all right? We've got players that play for Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Why don't we believe in ourselves a little bit more?
Those players are left at home.
Yeah, true that, yeah. But they do, though. I get that impression that, the Brazilians, and they know they play for Real Madrid, they know they play for Barca and this and that, so they go, do you know what, we're just going to beat you and score more goals.
The greatness of this show and football in general is that everybody's got an opinion, right? And I'm sure if I went round this table now and said, right, pick your best 11 for England, we'd probably get 8 or 9 of them between us, but we'd have the odd caveat to it. So it's really tough to be England manager. But going back to the question, I do believe that they know what the best 11 is. Yeah. And for sure you want to wrap that best 11 in cotton wool, and you want to do things in the games that give you the best chance to make subs during the game, change your team if you've got a spare game, and we should have been through already, because that's going to give you the legs to win the tournament. Does Tommy T really know our best team? I ain't so sure.
And not only that, I don't think the lads know who their starting 11 is, yeah? So when you're looking at Spain, the other teams, they know that starting 11, they know themselves, and it's inside them, and they're like, boom, I'm important.
So will Thomas Tuchel have had a conversation, a car park chat, so to speak, with a Bukayo Saka saying, listen, mate, once you're fit, you're in? Do you think that kind of... Does that happen?
I don't know, but I hope so. But I know as a player, when a manager does say that to you, listen, you're my starting goalkeeper, this is what you are, mate, it feels lovely.
Yeah, it changes your mentality.
It changes your mentality. It's lovely.
I hope he has done that, because you would assume if Harry Kane would have been an injury doubt, he would have definitely said that to the captain and the leader of the team. But this is the art of management, and he should be doing that with the key players in whatever position as well, because the greatest managers of all time plan 2 or 3 games in advance, and that's really what we should have been doing with these injury doubts if we'd have done the result side of the thing properly. But because we haven't, we're not quite in that position. He would have been hoping for 6 points, and then maybe starting these guys we talked about, maybe 45 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever the medic. It's like a pre-season game for them. If the medics tell them, look, prepare properly all day, do your warm-up, play 30 minutes. If that's it, and we take them off, it's England. We're trying to win a World Cup. It does not matter.
Look at the England team now, yeah? So 11 players, right? There's probably 5 that know they're starting at this moment in time. There is. You've got your goalie, you've got 1 centre-back.
The 2 centre-mids.
Yeah, the 2 centre-mids.
Harry Kane.
Bellingham and Harry Kane. What's that, 6?
Even Bellingham before was a debatable point.
You've got 6 that know they're starting. The rest, they're kind of thinking... Might
and Reece James, but he's obviously...
Might have a chance, yeah. Jed Spence's in and out. You've got, Madueke and Anthony. Mate, it's not a great place to be. It would be awesome if we had all 11 nailed down, and then the 3 that were going to be coming on, or 4 coming on, knew as well. Because then you can get behind them and go, lads, I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you for maybe half an hour. It might go into extra time, and it might be 45, it might be an hour, but I'm going to need you. That gives you a bit of like, oh, yeah, all right, cool, I'm ready.
We've got a question from Lee Grubb. Which player has done the most for their reputation at this tournament?
There's a massive standout for me.
Go.
Following Balogun.
So far, he was on my shortlist.
He is a massive... He has done... absolute wonders for his bank balance this tournament.
A couple of them goalies have done well for the bank balance. They had as many followers as me, and they're up there now on the next planet. So
I think probably Balogun number 1, and I totally agree with what you said. Vazina number 2, without doubt as well. But Balogun, he's been phenomenal. Like his work rate, his goals that he scored, his enthusiasm, smile on his face for what he's done for USA, the country. Mate, that boy is going to sign some checks.
Because there's always 1 or 2, isn't there, players that have a great World Cup. Yeah. I mean, you've got the Swiss lad Manzabi, who's 3 and 3. He's only 20. Plays for Freiburg. Yeah. So he's at one of those teams where a little 40 miller will probably prize him away.
Freiburg's owners and CEO will be absolutely bouncing.
Yeah.
Brighton will be on the phone.
Brighton.
They've probably already been on the phone. Yeah.
You've got to get that deal done though before the tournament, haven't you? For
Got to get it done, mate.
like
No,
that.
it'll be Brentford, won't it?
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
I've got it. It's Spurs.
Yeah.
And his price has doubled what they should have paid.
It'd be double what Bournemouth pay if it's Spurs. Guarantee you that.
I'll tell you who else has enhanced their reputation. Cunha has confirmed so far.
Yeah.
He's the boy.
He's good.
But he's not going anywhere from United, is he?
Do you know what I've liked though? I've liked the fact that the big boys have turned up as well, though,
Yeah.
right? So in
Nearly
this
all of
round,
them.
even in this round, the second round, like you had Vinny Jr. scored 2, Mbappe scored 2, Ronaldo scored 2, Messi scored 2. Who am I missing? There's another one in there that scored 2 as well. Haaland scored 2. Big boys are just scoring, mate. It's lovely to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't, like, Norway are going to be seen as small fish, but they ain't small fish. You wouldn't want to come up against them.
Norway, would I? Norway.
Norway, man.
Norway. What have we got, Tom? Come on.
Right, okay. I want to talk to you about the hydration breaks because they're under criticism. So Tuchel and Bielsa have said it disrupts the rhythm of the game. You've said the really top managers will see it as an opportunity, though.
Yeah, I just see that, look, it's as it is. I don't think realistically anybody likes it. But if that's in the rules and that's what they're going to do, you have to adapt as your coaching staff, your team. You know you're coming off. So are we going to whinge about it every time there's an hydration break? Or can we make it a 1%er that might make a difference for us? So obviously you'll have all your medics, they'll have the towels, they'll have the ice if you want a quick rub. But that tactical information, moving somebody half a yard, seeing that one of the opposition 11 are just out of position on certain actions, that's gold. And if the 1 or 2%ers can make a difference, I think you have to embrace it. Do I like it? I think it's absolutely abysmal, miserable.
Well, FIFA have doubled down saying they've insisted it's the welfare of the players. And I'm like Watto, I'm a bit more cynical and I'm like, no, absolute nonsense. It's for revenue, and they've made it into an NFL or 4 quarters.
And can I add something to this? Well, I'll tell you what makes it even more miserable. If you were an England fan in Boston the other night and it's banging it down with rain, and you're having a hydration break,
20 degrees,
20 degrees, and they've got these ponchos on and they're shivering and they're watching that utter garbage. How do you feel?
What about a radiator break?
Yeah, radiator break. Come on.
No, but
we can get a new sponsor on this. Come on.
If they are genuinely, if it's about the welfare of they should have some kind of protocol where it's, listen, if pitch side the temperature is above 27 degrees, we have a hydration.
Simple as that.
Like something so
don't
simple.
do a blanket one, just have the temperature inside the stadium. If it's above 27 degrees or whatever, they will come up with some kind of thing.
We are never going to do it because that is common sense.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen.
And you said, will we get like you? I hate it as well, Watto. Every time that hydration, I go, for God's sake. But did you hear what Phil Neville said about it the other day?
Well, you told me.
So he did a podcast and they asked him about the hydration break and he said, no, it's brilliant. I love it. All it does is it allows for a better spectacle. It allows for the players to really optimally perform. He said the USA are 4 years ahead. He said the USA are 4 years ahead of everybody else in this world in every single sport.
Where's he still working at the moment? Is he?
I think he's at Miami or something. He said the USA are always 4 years ahead. It's just what they do, right? So they've introduced it instantly, and the world will follow suit because it makes for a better spectacle. I'm thinking, load of bullshit.
Well, sorry, but isn't that what makes football?
Yeah,
is the flow and the speed of the game.
And
the problem is now is when they know there's hydration breaks. I'm surprised actually teams haven't been a bit cuter in the play leading up to the hydration play, seeing it out if they're under the car. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen some teams doing it. I've seen some, but we started this with VAR. This is what VAR started. There's all the stops and starts, and the flow just goes out of the game. And now we're adding another one in with the hydration breaks. And didn't FIFA say that they're not doing it for financial gain and they're not making any money for this tournament?
Rubbish.
Yeah, right.
Rubbish.
Yeah, right.
Should we
You don't got to lie.
Should we stop being neggy and talk about 200 caps for Luka Modric?
Unreal.
Right?
Oh,
200 caps.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Right? And I stirred the debate earlier on when I said to the boys, I think just before you walked in the studio, right? Luka Modric, is he as good as Xavi and Iniesta?
Oh, it's a big ask, isn't it? It's a real
What are you
big
saying?
ask. Probably not for me. He's probably just below them. You're talking 2 of the best ever to do it in there, and he's probably just below that. In fairness to him, he's won He's won a Ballon d'Or, so stats probably say otherwise. But the eye test, probably just.
Look, I would concur. It's a one-word answer. It's no, he's not. But you can't knock somebody who's played 200 games.
He's still a modern day great.
Oh my God,
200 international.
And he's played for the big teams, hasn't he? Obviously,
hasn't he?
I always think
apart from Spurs.
I always think like players like this, and there's a fella we'll mention in a minute, like. With this, like Ronaldo and Messi, I think the standard and the numbers that have been pumped out, and I appreciate their different positions, are so obscene that maybe players like Modric don't quite get.
Yeah, I agree.
The appreciation. Yeah. Even like someone like Edin Dzeko, right? He hit the post yesterday. There was an OG which was his goal deflected. And he's 40.
Still got it, mate.
And he's still looking decent.
He's still looking sharp.
150
got
caps.
An engine on him as well. He got 150.
73 goals.
Mate, like some of these like records, like Erling Haaland then, look at that, yeah? So he's playing for Norway, who aren't historically an absolute, force on international football. But his goal-to-game ratio for Norway is ridiculous as well.
It's not far off 1-1, isn't it?
It's not far off that. It's ridiculous. But you look at the big boys who are scoring all the goals now, the Haalands and your Mbappes, they're not far off the sort of Messi, Ronaldo numbers, We were always kind of having that debate of just be thankful that we're living through a time of two of the greatest to ever have done it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Messi and Mbappe and Haaland go and get near about that as well.
Mate, I'm going to tell you now, Messi's got to bag a few in this tournament because, if Mbappe's
coming,
him and Haaland stay fit, and Norway in particular more so than France can get to tournaments, this World Cup record's going to get obliterated with
Mbappe, if let's say Argentina don't go deep, Mbappe could come close this tournament.
Without doubt he could as well.
He could.
But it's again, though, it changes all the rules, doesn't it? Because we're having more games now as well.
Yeah,
so we've got more games in this tournament, more games in every other World Cup tournament to come. So we're always probably going to be breaking this record, aren't we?
But the one thing I would say on that as well is you've seen so many players now playing, if they've been fortunate with injuries, like late 30s into the 40s, and I just think lifestyle, professionalism, everything that they do now is top draw. And Ben and I were talking, I think it was yesterday morning, saying why do teams want 6 weeks of a pre-season to get ready? And that's what I'm saying for England now. These lads will not get up to speed. They're fit already. But, you don't need long blocks of time to be fit. They're not
they're so professional now. They don't go and get absolutely rattled for 3-4 weeks on the
I mean, you heard stories, don't you, of back in the day, even when you were a young player.
Yeah. So even in the time since I've retired, the professional level is so high now. Honestly, body fats, they are on you like you wouldn't believe. We're at the point where players have finished their club season, and if they have got 2 or 3 weeks off, they're taking a heart rate monitor, they're taking a step counter, they're taking a Garmin watch, they're taking all of this stuff to look at their sleep scores and their HRV. They want to make sure that this prize asset that they're paying 150 grand a week for, and they paid 50, 60 million quid for, they don't want him in Vegas, they don't want him in Ibiza.
When do you think it will become contractual that a player has to wear a Whoop band?
Not long at all.
Or a ring.
Or a Garmin watch. A Garmin watch, track you absolutely everything. I guarantee you there will be clubs already doing it where they go in the morning, they'll go, right, what was your sleep score? And they're showing them, HRV, what's your HRV? They go, how many steps did you do yesterday? Blah, 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 blah. They'll do it.
We were speaking to an international lioness, actually, and they said that they have to have the ring. Yeah, they absolutely have to have the ring.
But I think there's no stone unturned at any level when you're trying to get to the optimum, isn't there? And to be honest, even the sports science, and we touched on it when I was fortunate to do England as well, but surely it's really representative. You two guys have got all this stuff, I haven't got it, so I know I sleep pretty badly. But if you knew as a professional athlete, tomorrow morning you woke up and you'd had a 39, 40, whatever the best or worst numbers are you have, you can't be at your optimum to train, so you have to change that programme. And that's the detail for all these lads.
To be fair, if for the working out part, I just put my Garmin on my dog or something, put it on his collar, get all his steps in the day.
I remember we did a podcast, a rugby podcast crossover with Big Jim Hamilton, Dan Bigger, and Andy Good. And Andy Good, there was the story that he got given a GPS tracker and put it on his dog or something.
Running in and out of the woods and the forest, zigzagging all over.
He's quick, he is, old Goody. Yeah, all right, Joe Palmer's just messaged in. Even the Ecuadorian and German fans are booing the hydration break.
Buzzing, love it. Well done, you lot. By the way, we're in, the Lower East Side in New York. That's where we're located. And the German shirts that I've seen around today have been crazy. Ecuador shirt. The USA are on later on tonight. We went to the bar last night, didn't we?
Yeah. The Longacre, big shout out.
Big shout out, by the way, to the Longacre Bar in
Longacre Tavern,
47th
Street.
47th Street, 27 West or something like that. Anyway, it was an incredible bar. We watched the Scotland game in there, and coming back from it afterwards, oh my God, it was carnage, wasn't it? It's up by Times Square, and it was carnage.
I saw a class German shirt this morning, right? We were playing basketball. Yeah, we were playing basketball. And I saw a class German shirt. And as I clocked it, and I was like, that's not just a German shirt. That's Mats Hummels in a German shirt.
Because it was actually Mats Hummels.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was actually Mats Hummels. He was playing football on the pitch.
He was that scared of the quality of our basketball.
Yes,
he didn't want to join in, though.
Do you reckon that's his own shirt? Did he have Hummels on the back of it?
That was retro.
Was it?
It had a stain on it.
Oh, it might have been one of his OG ones from back in the day, you know.
Could have been.
Quite possibly. Right, we can't go and do the quiz without some absolute love. Goalkeeping union love for my brother Guillermo Ochoa.
What a boy. Buzzing for him, absolutely buzzing for him. Do you know what? I thought it was actually quite brave of Mexico to bring him on with half an hour to go, you know. It was really nice to see it. It was 2-0, but still, it's still quite brave. But I thought, you know what, absolutely buzzing. And for them to go and get a goal and score a goal and see him celebrating as well.
And he made a couple of saves.
He did make a couple. I'd love to have seen him, though, when they scored the goal. I'd love to have seen him gone all the way up the pitch and just be diving on everybody.
He's 40, like, you got to be careful.
I think even he thought, I'll just stand here.
I think for the World Cup, for him, for the game to be in Mexico, for it to be his 6th World Cup, knowing really that he weren't going to take part in this tournament unless they'd done what they needed to do, take the 6 points, do well in the next game, all the things aligned into him. He's been an absolute legend, 150 games plus.
Unreal.
For Mexico, you're in your, I know ultimately it's Canada, Mexico and USA, but you're playing on your home soil, you can make your 6th World Cup, you can put you on there.
I think that deserves a golf ripple, doesn't it?
Well done, Guillermo.
It were incredible.
Proud,
and do you know what? All the stars aligned for him to be able to do that. And the team and his teammates really did him proud there.
I'm looking forward to knockouts now, though, because I'm getting a little bit, you know, you've got some of the games where you're a bit like...
I agree, but I also do like that there's a real jeopardy on these last games where teams will start to know their fate and whether they're going to be going home. And I think we probably will get a few dead rubbers in these final games, but we will still get a few that are real carnage because they've got nothing to lose now, so they have to go for it. And them games are the ones I'm looking forward to watching.
Is there a question from Chris Sherwood before we go to the quiz? What players have you seen play that you'd most like to see play in the Premier League?
Ooh. Oh, golly gosh.
Well, it's easy one for me. Yamal now, because Messi missed the boat, never came to the Premier League. And I think that would have been a huge thing for him and us, wouldn't it, to see him play in the Premier League.
Never happened.
I hope somebody like Yamal takes an opportunity when
we never see it go the other way, do we? So with our absolute best talent in the Premier League, right, when Real Madrid and Barca come knocking, often they go there.
Yeah.
But we don't really see it come back the other way, do we?
I can't blame them, to be honest.
Is it because they're the two biggest teams in the world?
Yes, they are. And if I'm playing for Barcelona, I know I've got a 50-50 chance of winning a title every single season and probably getting to a quarter-final, semi-final or final of the Champions League. And
you're wearing your flip-flops to work.
You're wearing your flip-flops to work, you've got your shorts on. Mate, it will be the most beautiful life ever. Don't, grass isn't always greener, lads.
Surely
Stay
Man
there.
United or Man City, the beach on Barcelona, how do you compare that? Is it Wigan Pier that's close by?
Madrid's beautiful. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? If I'm playing for one of them two and I'm doing well, mate, I'm just staying there. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
It'd be lovely.
Quiz time?
Quiz time?
Go on, Lukey boy.
Come on then,
Here
Lukey
he
boy.
comes, he's doing the moonwalk in.
There we go then. Thank you for watching, as always, you lot. I know you do love the quiz part of the show, and I know it's going to be another batter of a quiz. But thank you for watching. We really do mean this from the bottom of our hearts. We do like our community.
We saw a few keen fans in the bar last night. Come to see us from Long Jersey.
Yeah, we have. We've been getting quite a bit of love out here, to be fair, haven't we? For
It's
the
been
Fozcast,
nice.
and we love the show and keep it going. So appreciate you all. We really do. We good?
We've got a few more World Cups in us, haven't we?
May as well, haven't we?
Wonder if they're going to be, the Fozcast boys, they're
Where's
on
the
their
next
12th World Cup.
Where's the next World Cup?
Portugal, Morocco and Spain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Madrid?
It's a bike trip for you guys. You can do like...
We could ride there.
Maybe we could as well.
You can do
yourself in Barcelona,
You can do the Valletta on the back of it.
Yeah.
Away you go.
Valletta? What's a Valletta?
Spanish bike race.
Welter.
Well,
Don't start.
Hold
You know
on.
what he meant.
Hold on a minute, that's been horrible, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that has been horrible.
At the end of the show, I hope you get 0 points quiz,
what
my
a-
there's a good chance of it. There's a good
Zero
chance.
mean
point.
that.
Don't start beefing now, Watto.
No,
Come on.
no.
Come on then, Lukey boy. Let's see what you got.
Right, last question in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you could take the England front three out, so take Kane, Madueke, Gordon out,
Yeah.
replace them with you three, how far would you get in the tournament?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm mobile enough for the England front line.
We've got one good set piece in us.
I think. Would you score?
We're free-headed for Fozzie.
me and Watto are the target man. Fozzie, we'll rely on you to do the running for us.
Mate, even if you get me the ball 25 yards out and a free hit, I'd probably hit the target once in what, 20?
No, we've got it. It's that corner routine we spoke about. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Tom's going to have a block, and you're going to come edge of the box, bullet header. Job done.
We're doing miserably is what we're doing.
But then you, on the right wing, Luke, you would be in there.
Yeah, I'll be delivering. I just need someone to get on the end of it. So.
By the way, everybody at home, how much does Luke, if you close your eyes for a minute when he's asking this question, how much does he sound like David Beckham? Yeah?
More than David Beckham.
More than David Beckham. Close your eyes for this very first question, right? And
it's
just think,
magic.
is this David Beckham talking to me right now?
Is Beckham been drafted in to do the quiz?
I could do his voiceover, couldn't I?
What you say, Bex? Right, go on, let's hear it. Go on, let's go.
Right. Question number 1.
Oh, Victoria. Put the kettle on, Victoria.
Question 1. Who knocked Spain out of the World Cup in 2018 on penalties?
Brazil.
No.
Germany.
No.
France.
No. All back in. Who knocked Spain out of the World Cup in 2018 on penalties?
Portugal.
No.
Argentina.
No.
What?
5, 4, 3,
Netherlands.
2, 1. No. Russia.
Oh, wow.
Did they? I don't remember that.
And that was in Russia, wasn't it? 18, wasn't it?
2018 in Russia?
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
question.
22.
I don't remember that,
22
do you?
or Qatar, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't.
I think it was 4-3.
Igor Akinfeev in goal.
Akinfenwa.
Igor Akinfeev. Was it?
Yeah, Igor Akinfeev.
Good knowledge,
There
huh?
you go.
Igor Akinfenwa. You're a dickhead. Right, question 2.
Question 2. Frenchman Rayan Cherki signed for Man City from what club?
PSG.
No.
Marseille.
No.
No, it was
Count them out.
Leon.
Who did you say?
Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
Yes, Leon.
Leon
I
is
knew
correct.
I was going to get that.
1-0.
Get that.
But he didn't.
No, we didn't.
Question 3. Who was the last player to be sent off in a World Cup final?
De Jong.
Zidane.
No.
Oh.
There's been one since then. Who was the last player to be sent off in a World Cup final?
I got a feeling I know the team, but
I can give you a clue if you want a clue.
no, we can't. That's not fair.
No.
Why?
He's got an
Because
answer.
I've
You
got an
got
answer.
an you got an
Yeah,
answer
you
first.
can
He's
answer.
counted out by now anyway, surely.
Well, he hasn't counted me out yet, so.
5.
Real. See how we prolonged that? See how we
3.
prolonged
Hey,
that?
have you got your
I
cards
don't,
with you?
know. I'll take the clue.
Take the clue, everybody?
Yeah.
Netherlands player.
De Jong.
No, it's been said.
Vertonghen.
No,
No.
he's Belgian.
Oh, he is. You didn't even say anything, though.
I was waiting for Luke. Van Bommel.
No,
Bubble.
It was probably about 20.
it was 2010. It was Johnny Heitinger.
Heitinger. De Jong.
No, I wouldn't have got-
It's
I
not a
wouldn't-
bad
When
guess.
was
that, De
the
Jong.
Zidane red card then?
That was 06. Yeah.
Bloody hell, it was
Good,
20
yeah. Johnny
years ago,
Heitinger,
by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that Heiting one.
By the way, I saw this highlight reel the other day on Instagram, and they were showing all the players that played in that 2006 World Cup. I don't think we've ever seen a World Cup of talent like it.
Really, yeah.
Unreal.
Stacked.
Unreal.
Here's one for you, Lukey. What, Howard Webb, was he the ref who did all that?
I think he was, yeah. Good. Career path. I have played for Danubio, Palermo, Napoli, PSG, Manchester United, Valencia,
Tevez.
Boca Juniors. No.
Oh, Angel Di Maria.
No.
Right, can you give the list again? Because I lost it after Palermo.
That's the second one.
I know. Because I was thinking, where's Palermo from?
Danubio, Palermo, Napoli, PSG, Manchester United, Valencia, Boca Juniors. It's that Napoli, PSG, Man United bit. Five, 4, 3, 2,
Don't know.
1.
All back in?
You can all come back in.
Under Herrera.
No,
No.
not under Herrera.
Yeah, he went PSG out to United.
Oh, I don't know. It's really annoying.
Napoli, PSG, United, Valencia.
Yeah.
Valencia and then back to Boca.
And then to Boca Juniors, yeah. Might have to call it.
Good question. Good one, that.
Is this your dad's question?
No, that's still to come.
Kurt's question.
Kurt's
Kurt's
question
question's
is still to
coming up.
come.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
If somebody's got that at home, by the way, you've done amazingly well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Edison Cavani.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I thought he'd have had a much bigger career.
Yeah, and me. Didn't think of him
Yeah.
anyway.
No.
Okay. Question 6.
How many are we on? 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
0-0.
Question
1-0.
5.
Question 5, yeah.
This is
1-0.
question 5.
Wow, we've been on it today.
Standards low
I know,
today,
yeah.
boys.
Question 5. Everton signed what Colombian star from Barcelona in 2018?
Richarlison.
No.
From Barcelona.
From Barcelona to Everton in 2018. Colombian.
Everton.
Everton signed what Colombian star from Barcelona in 2018?
Rodriguez.
No.
I've got the wrong name, haven't I?
Oh, my
I was
God.
hoping you'd say Rodriguez as well. It's not James Rodriguez, no. 5,
Don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go on.
Yerry Mina.
Oh, it's good.
I wouldn't have got it.
You're an
I'll-
absolute... You're horrible today, Luke. You
Yeah,
are.
these
He
are,
came from Barca.
hey, these
I
are tough
didn't know
today,
that.
mate. These
Oh,
are
horrible
If
today.
anybody's winning this in the quiz, at the minute, how many questions we had? 6, and it's
6,
1-0.
1-0. Big Yerry Mina.
Standards low. Standards really low.
I think we need to have a 3-point question.
Well, so Kurt's given me his question, and he said to me, "You need to give 2 points out for this one." And I said, "We don't do that." But he's gone, "No, you have to."
Demanded. He's demanded.
So he's demanded it.
Okay, okay.
So there are 2 points on offer.
Okay. Is it a two-parter or?
No, it's just one question.
I'd just be
but
happy to get one of them.
There are 2 answers.
Okay.
Oh, so we got to give 2 answers.
There's 2 points up for grabs, so you can.
Okay.
If you get one of
So
the
you
answers,
can get
a
one,
point.
you can get a point.
And if you get 2, you get 2.
Well done.
There you go. There are 2 managers at this World Cup who have won it as a player. Who are they?
Didier Deschamps.
I've said that.
He said that first.
Yeah,
That's one.
Oh, I've got a cramp in my calf.
And that have won it as a player.
player and manager.
And that's not right what he said.
What did he say?
Ancelotti.
No, not Ancelotti.
So it's Deschamps.
Deschamps has won it as a player. Who is the other manager? It's a good question. I thought it was.
Cannavaro. That was me.
No, sure.
I'm
not sure who
I went first. I started it first. He said it. He finished it first. So whatever the rule
Well,
is.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one.
I'll be honest. What happened is I went and he went Cannavaro. So I started it. He finished it. I
so
don't know.
it may have to go to Tom on that one then.
All right then.
I'm being trying to be
Cannavaro.
That's so selfish from you. Why don't we give Watto a little bit of love here, right? He's on 0 for the quiz anyway. Let's put him onto the 2 points. Come on.
Hey, I'm not getting involved in that. I actually did get the answer. It might have been a millisecond late, right? But I'm pleased with myself because I got both of them.
You did, yeah.
He did.
Anyway.
Yeah, well done.
So what are we doing?
The referee's got to decide. The referee.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cry about it. Like he finished the answer before me.
I never
Okay,
started.
we're
I
gonna
started
finish.
it before him.
Yeah, we're going to give it to Watto.
Yes! Come on, then.
Yeah.
I just don't want him.
There's late love in the game. There's late love in the
I want
game,
to stay on
Tom.
one.
Yeah.
There's late love in the... Hey, I don't like bullying in the workforce, right? But I'm happy with the decision.
I think you deserve that.
I accept
think
the
you deserve
decision.
that.
I accept the decision. I'm not going to deal with Ben and have a meltdown.
Okay.
About it.
There's only a few to go.
3 to go.
Another good question, though.
So what's the score? 2-1. No.
Mate, Kurt's question was a banger.
Yeah, that is
you
a
happy with
banger.
that?
It was a good
Good
question.
question.
So he rightfully gives 2 points out as
Very
well.
good, yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good.
Nice. Right. Next question. What German has the most all-time Premier League appearances?
Jens Lehmann.
No.
Bert Leno.
No.
Good.
Very good.
He's up there.
He had
I
to
think
be.
he was top 5. Yeah.
German.
5, 4, 3.
Robert Huth.
Nailed it.
Unbelievable.
And that's only a 1 pointer.
That's only 1 point.
It just came to me.
Robert
Robert
Huth.
Huth.
Hey, that's a
Just
good
came
answer.
to me.
That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Hey, fair dues to Robert Huth, by the way.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
isn't it?
3-2-2.
3-2-2.
Can we call him Huth, though, please? Yeah. Huth. That's a real answer.
Huth.
3-2-2.
No, 2-2.
No, the numbers.
Appearances, 3-2-2.
2-2-0.
2-2 now, yeah.
You're right there. Wow.
Oh, he just lost me. He lost me there. What?
Hey, if you win, are you going to celebrate with a pint of Guinness?
I'll even if I lose, I'll celebrate with one of them.
Win or lose.
Yeah.
I'll do my celebration from the basketball. I'll not do
yeah.
it too early though, because I've got to win it.
Yeah. Question 9.
Win it as a celebration. Favourite World Cup celebration.
Cool, because I ain't winning, so it's
Loser
fine.
does the World Cup celebration.
No, that's not the rules, no.
Question 9.
on.
Who is the most capped player in Spain's current World Cup squad? Who is the most capped player in Spain's current
Going to be a
World
sneaky
Cup
one.
squad?
Unai Simon?
No. He's close, though.
This is, I knew that was a loop.
Laporte.
No. Also very close.
Sneaky Luke question, that.
Uyarthabel.
No. All back in.
In the squad.
In the current...
Rodri.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Rodri. 64.
You're going to have to do
No.
celebration.
Ian, I've got a chance to tie this. Come on.
Come on, Watto.
I'm mic'd up. We've got to be careful. We're hardwired in.
You can unwire for your celebration, mate. Don't worry.
Question 10.
Last
on.
question. Who scored England's goal in their 2-1 defeat to Croatia in the 2018 World
Trippier.
Cup semi-final?
It is as well. Free kick.
Come on.
Well
little
done,
tie
Watto.
break. Come on.
He can't stop losing today. Basketball, he was on fire.
Just got to get this one. Come on.
Tie break.
I'm just
Have we
going to
got
make.
a tie break?
I'm just going to
I've
make
got
sure
multiple.
that
I'm just trying to work out
this wire
how we
can,
get Watto to win.
I'm not going to snap it when I celebrate.
I know how we get Watto to win. This one.
Go on then.
The boy from Barnsley.
No, you know.
In his immaculate maturity.
Did you know Trippier?
No, I wouldn't have got that.
All
I
right.
wouldn't have got that.
It's amazing with
Here
these.
we go. This is the
Were you
tiebreaker.
involved in that squad? No.
That's why they went well.
England's Harry Maguire scored the opener against Sweden in the quarter-finals in 2018. Who scored the second?
Against Sweden.
It's a fantastic
So
question.
bad with these, I am.
I'll just say Kane.
Oh,
No.
it wasn't Eric Dyer, was it?
No.
Are we back in?
You can come back in.
John Stones.
No.
So I've got a chance.
You've got a chance to steal it.
For glory, Watto.
Come on, Watto.
Oh my God. 18. Rashford.
No.
All back in.
All back in. When I said...
What year was it?
18.
When
so
I
that's
said
2 World
Dyer,
Cups
you
ago.
went...
2018.
Dele Alli.
Yeah.
You've helped him there. You've helped him. You've Jamied you there. You've Jamied him. That is unbelievable.
So disappointing. So disappointing.
He's going to have to do it. Honestly, Watto, you're going to hear the backstory of this, of how he's just won there, and you're going to be raging.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Cheat-
raging.
cheat.
I don't think there's a
The
backstory there.
is,
Cheating.
When he said Eric Dyer, you went, oh no. And then he just looked at me and he went, when I said Eric Dyer, he went, no.
So
and he went, Dele Alli.
I think we like.
So it was either, in my head, I was like, it's either another centre-back, because he went, no.
Or it's the Eric Dyer ilk.
Would not normally,
Or a
though,
teammate.
would not normally 2 attempts out? Next question.
Yes.
I think we had a double tiebreaker question, didn't we?
You wanted him back in as well.
It was good.
We had to get
it's
it.
such a good question, though.
We had to come back in.
It's such a good question.
Well done, Tom. That's it.
Well done. You deserve
Well done.
that. You
Well
deserve
done.
that for the Huth question.
Great
alone.
question.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great
Thank you.
questions.
Well done, Lukey. Your
Thank
dad
you.
delivered again.
He did.
He did.
That was a
Yeah.
cracker from
Yeah,
Kurt.
he did. Very good from Kurt.
Yeah.
When are we back on, lads? What day is it today? Thursday?
Saturday. We're back.
What's happening Saturday?
England!
Hey,
Here
there
we
you
go.
go.
England!
We'll be back Saturday, straight after full time. So what time's kick-off, by the way?
5.
5 p.m.
So-
So it'll be about sort of 7-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're on.
7-ish, yeah?
Yeah.
That's
So it'll be
which is
midnight to stay up for it.
midnight at home.
Yeah, well done.
It's worth staying up at midnight to listen to our debrief of that
It is.
game.
It is. And if you are super tired, you can watch it the next day because it will be on the channel. But we would love to have you along with us live because you can get in the comments. You can ask us all your England-related questions about how we were so good. How did we win 5-0 and look like $1 million? So we will answer those questions. Thank you for watching, everybody. Super Kurt, brilliant question. Well done. We'll see you Saturday, all right? After the England game. Full time, we're on. See you then. Bye-bye. Thank you.